All right, Apex Gamer Channel back in the mix. I'm still trying to figure out the sponsor situation. I figured it'd be best to just go ahead and do it while I'm in the video, instead of trying to fight with it on my own time, which is what I tried. And I didn't really figure shit out. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it actively. That way I can be moving through it. Title matches too. Oh, I did fight 2 title fights. I won the title and I defended it. I defended my belt one time, unlike Conor McGregor in real life. I defended my belt. Since people are hanging their hats on that so much. Such a silly topic for discussion. The dude does not think in the terms that we are trying to force him to think in. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never understand. I don't think I can possibly understand why people seem to think he gives a shit about that type of stuff. Okay, I'm confused. I'm in the sponsor screen. There's a company that I'm sponsored by. I can buy the level 1 sponsor gear. All right, cool. Now I got the level 1 thingy. Okay, let me see. I'm sponsored by Tops. Let me go ahead and buy the level 1 Tops banner. You feel me? Look at this. I'm starting to understand it. You might not think it. You might not think that I am, but I'm starting to understand the sponsor screens and the progression of the screens. I'm starting to get there. Once I figure it out, because these things give you cred per fight. And that's why I'm trying to figure this out, because I'm missing out on a lot of cred I could be getting. And if I can get the cred, I would like to get the cred. You feel me? I'd like to get the maximum amount per fight. That way I can, because that cred, man, it plays a big part in what you do. It plays a part in how fast you can level your fighters. His performance stuff up. Because more credit you get, the faster you get. You get what I'm saying. You know where I'm at with this. So I'm trying to get my hands on these sponsors and trying to get them things up real quick. Get them up to some good levels. Get the good sponsor gear on my whatnots, on my who's-its and whatnots. I got who's-its and what's-its galore. Out here on my aerial trip. All right, so let me go to my fighter. Go back to my banner. It's easy to do the sponsors on the fighters shorts than it is to do it on the banner. The banner, you actually have to place the logos and all these all that shit. You gotta actually place the logos and stuff like that. So with the banner, it's a little different. Did I put my level 4 UFC store banner on there? That's a level 4 one. All right, gotcha. All right, so let me go to the Giants one. That one needs an upgrade. That one needs a refill. It's there, bruh. Okay, I got you. It's there. Ukes, THQ. Let me add another layer. Who else am I sponsored by? Sponsored by the gun store. I was only able to get a level 1 on that one, but it's all good. I'll take you to the gun store. Let me see what else I got. I don't have any muscle form logos. I don't know why I didn't get any muscle form logos. I guess because I'm wearing the muscle form shirt. When I was doing the sponsors, I just assumed that was good enough. All right, what else do I got? I got some Irish pub, I want to say. So I did Toyo tires. I got Throwdown. You feel me? Throwdown. Throw that Throwdown logo on there. What else I got? I'm gonna come up this way. I don't got a Jackson's one yet. I guess because I haven't camped there. Why do I have a Head Rush logo? I don't think I'm sponsored by Head Rush. I know I got this one. A pub and eatery. You feel me? All right. I had to size it a little bit. I'm still trying to size it to make it fit. There it is. I want to say that's the only one I got. But, oh, Tops. I forgot I got the Top sponsorship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold up, I'm tripping. I'm counting. I'm fucked up in the counting. I do. I must have the Head Rush cover. The Head Rush then. I must have that Head Rush sponsorship. I'll just throw it up there anyway. And if I'm not tripping. I have 11 logos on here. I think the THQ and Ukes ones aren't real sponsorships. That or I'm not really a part of them. But either way, I'll keep all the logos as is. If I don't have the Head Rush logo, Head Rush sponsorship, I'll get it with the next time it offers. But yeah, in order to level up my footwork and speed and all that stuff, I need to get 50,000 50,000 cred, and then I can level up that stuff to boot, you know. And then I got to get 100,000 cred to get my sparring partner up. So it's kind of one of them things, you feel me? So we're about to go ahead and do this real quick. Let's see what we got. We'll try to schedule a fight, first fight of the year, our first scheduled fight of the year. I'm not going down to 35. What is wrong with this game? And I'm not fighting Mark Hominick on 1 week's notice. I mean, on one action. You lost your mind. I'm not trying to get cleaned up that quickly. So Nunes, Roop, I already done fixed Roop. He give me a pretty good bit of cred. I don't really feel like there's much disparity in these two. Ew, Sunsao, his striking offense skills are low. Striking defense skills are a lot lower, but Diego is a better striker than me. Ugh. You know how I feel about them stats, son? Consider it done. I'm gonna pick the easier one. it's because it's like you're fighting an uphill battle, and I'm playing on a harder difficulty setting. I'm not playing at the max level, but I'm playing at a harder difficulty setting. So it is a little bit of a little juggling act. You got to kind of play with these guys. Okay, so realistically, if I do something that's gonna increase my striking, I should probably do something that's not so striking focus. I'm not trying to lose no stats to grapple better, to go for better submissions. That don't make any sense. Nothing. I will never do any of the drills that pull away from my stand up that much. But this one looks like it's a pretty good drill. Top ground spar looks like it's a pretty good drill for when you're trying to increase your stats. This one pulls away from your stand up strikes, which, like I said, that's a waste of breath for them. Because if I find another drill that gives you bottom points without you having to lose anything stand up wise, that's so crazy to me. That's so crazy to me that you lose that much stat to grapple better. That doesn't make any logical sense that you would give up that much stat to grapple better. But later in your career, you have more opportunity to do stuff like that. But for now, where's my striking defense? Let me take a look at my defense stats. It's a good thing about the defense drills is not only does it improve your stand-up defense to strikes, it improves your grappling defense to strikes, which is kind of imperative. So that one is still going to get done once this camp for sure. I'm trying to figure out what else to do in this camp. Stand-up spar doesn't really benefit me much because my stats are mostly where they need to be. See, look at that. Even that pulls away from something it shouldn't be pulling away from. Pulling away from your speed. That makes no sense. It's got all that upside, and then it takes away from your speed. This one adds to your cardio, though. Huh. Interesting. All right, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the ground top spar because it doesn't do anything negative. It actually improves your cardio, improves your submission ability, your submission defense, your top grappling defense, which that's kind of confusing. I mean, I guess your defense to top grappling, which is kind of your bottom grappling. I'm not going to think too much on it. It's already complicated enough. It's already confusing me, so I ain't going to think too much on it. I'm just going to do this one, and I'm going to do my striking defense drill, and that's it for this camp. I'm try to this is putting too much thought into it, man. I was already starting to get a little tripped up on all the different avenues that can be taken in. You know, I was already starting to kind of lose my linear thoughts. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna tie myself up that bad. But you know, yeah, I'm gonna do this drill. This sparring session focuses on grappling from top positions, successfully performing ground transition, ground strikes. I'm gonna just knock him out on the ground. Okay, that's basically where we're going with this.
Let's see what you can do.
Nah, cuz. Oh, I let him kick me off. You know, I did it. He gonna try it. He gonna keep on doing it, huh? Nah, cuz. Nah, cuz. Oh, that's what you gonna do? You gonna strike?
Very nice.
There it is. Pound on your head, boy. Coming for that head top, you know. You know what we do out here in these streets. I'm gonna go ahead and tap you out real quick, G. Go ahead and choke you up real quick. Oh, you a buster.
There we go.
You a buster.
Paying off. 10 seconds left. Push
nope.
it.
I hate that re-wrestle so much because there's nothing you can do to really stop it.
Improving.
What up, cuz? Gold tier. Gold standard. What up, cuz? Gold standard. That's right. I had to get hyped for it because it was kind of a boring drill. Had to get hype at the end just to kind of keep everybody awake, keep the viewers awake, more of listeners, because, you know, like I said, it was a boring drill to see me do. But let's go ahead and do this defense drill again. I'm gonna try to gold it, man. I don't think you can. Like, I really don't think it's set up in a way that you can gold it, because it tells you to do it tells you to counter using up or down. It almost never makes me do the down counter and add to your points you scored in progress. I don't know if you get more points for tripping his feet out or if it just takes more time to trip his feet. I don't know. It might actually take away from your points tripping his feet. I don't know.
On defense right now. Block those incoming shots.
What up, son?
Circle away from his back foot.
Oh, damn.
Into his power. Don't defend like you're scared. Defend like you're smart. There
I ain't defending like I'm scared, pimp.
Strikes coming in.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Nope.
Don't get jumpy. Keep those eyes.
Ain't nobody jumpy.
Better every time.
That's right.
Hands up. Hands always. I see you're improving.
Look at that. Man, look how much time it takes to get just to that. Yeah, I don't think you can gold this thing.
Light on your feet. Don't stand there and eat. That's some nice defense.
That's a failure.
He can't throw anything you can't block. Making nice progress.
Yeah, that's a failure on the design of the game. If you can't gold this mini game,
10 seconds to go. Stay tough.
Even performing perfectly, you can't gold the mini game. That's crazy. That's crazy. You get to around the same amount every time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, this game didn't age well, man. And when you look at it from, you know, it being so old, it makes it even worse. It makes it so much more obvious where its shortcomings is so much more obvious. But my clinch striking defense went up to 65. My ground striking defense went up to 65, which isn't good. But they start you off so fucking low. They start you off at like 55. So it's gone up 10 points since I started doing that drill, which has only been like 4 times I've done that drill. I got a Sun Sal who's going to be looking to grapple. So I got to be on my P's and Q's to avoid the takedown, which I'm not very good at avoiding takedowns. It was never one of my primary go-to weapons was being able to shuck takedowns in this game. One of my friends used to do it all the time. Like, he got real good at sprawling because he was like, he played with the same people I played with, Shogun. And he was the same type of, he would try to, but he was more so on the side of trying to get in and smash people with straightforward smash them in the pocket. And I was trying to hang back, be creative, be fun, be pretty, and do some cool looking shit. So he was always getting shot on. As soon as, like, when people realized he was going to brawl, they would shoot on him in the next round. So he got used to breaking takedowns. And I never got used to breaking takedowns because when people shot on me, I would just let them take me down, and then we grapple from there. I get a dominant position and hammer them to death, you know?
The official energy drink of the UFC. And now, with the official introductions, the veteran voice of the
Octagon.
Octagon.
My reach is shorter than I wanted it to
Bruce
be.
Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a Brazilian. And now, fighting out of the red corner. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Here you go, guys.
Rafaela Sunsao, lefty. And here we
All right,
go.
so we back in this
Joe, how do you see
thing.
this playing out for Lefty?
This is the first fight in this
UFC
episode, if I'm
fans
not
have come
mistaken.
to know him as a man with devastating power, especially after winning the Knockout of the Year award.
Yeah, one clean shot from this guy, and it's lights out. And anyone that steps into the octagon with him has seen the same highlight reels as everyone else, so they better not let their guard down.
Okay, so it's. I was trying to figure out what the controls were to defend the takedown. His back, but he shot anyway.
The body kept driving forward.
Oh! Moves in a half guard here.
I knew it was only a matter of time before he go to grapple.
Transitions to the.
And now you're going for submissions. AI is so ridiculously retardedly predictable. In the worst possible way when it comes to like game plan. They always do the same thing. If he's a grappler, they try to hurry up and get on top, and they go for it. Look, he's going for it again. They go for 1,000 submissions.
Trying to remain patient.
I wish there was a way you can like play the submission minigame to tire them. Like if certain things you did in there in the minigame made them tireder. Let me up, bruh. Let me up, bruh. All that bullshit. Fuck off me.
Oh, he lets him up. Both guys staying in tight. Step the outside, keep control.
What? All right. That's the one reason why fighting shorter characters is absolutely awful in this game, because things that should hit them miss them. Get the fuck off me, bro.
Looks like lefty is cut here, Mike.
Working the clinch. Just over a minute remains.
Come on, bro. Get the fuck off me with this bullshit.
Just about 1 minute remains in the first round.
Beautiful hook. He is just landing that left hook.
He's just going to sit back and be short and make it hard for me to hit him because he's short.
Final 30 seconds. Non-title fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. The clinch game once again.
Oh, come on with this dumb shit, bruh.
Oh, body shot.
He gonna just keep trying to clinch grapple, ground grapple, all types of shenanigans. That's why I hate fighting.
It seems that.
Yeah, that's right. You're not sure what the game plan is. Guess what? I'm not sure what it is either. You got a dude over here trying to submit me in the first 30 seconds. Like, even if your stats were that much higher, it'd be impossible to get a submission off that fast with the submission minigame in this game.
Oh, nice knee.
But I'm gonna go ahead and target his body since that's how you want to play.
Oh, beautiful hook.
Oh, big left hook.
Oh, you knew that was a head kick, huh? You ain't know that one, though.
Push kick.
I don't know how that supposedly cut off my punch. How that punch was supposedly faster and stopped me from punching.
Full guard. Pushes him off with the feet. He decides to let him up.
Oh, nice left and a right. Three minutes remains in the second round.
His corner said he's getting too comfortable.
What an exchange here. Oh, big kick. And again with a body kick. Inside leg kick.
And he answers.
He ate that one.
Body shot.
I'm going to keep pumping that knee just in case.
Nice body kick.
Anytime I see him crash forward, I'm going to press to throw that knee.
Oh, they're exchanging here.
Nice leg kick.
Because he going to run into it.
Nice kicks to the body. Nice kicks. He caught the kick.
Gotcha. I like how I threw a jab and he threw a hook, and his hook cut off my jab. And you can't counter with the uppercut in tight with the shorter guy.
Oh, big right
there it is.
hand.
Oh, we got tagged to the hook. He looked hurt.
You want to clinch up? That's cool.
45 seconds remains.
Get off me, B. Get off me, B. You lucky. And now he's trying to crash forward.
Fast hands. Good battle inside. Mixing things up nicely. And down he goes. That's the end of round number
His
2.
game plan is so
We'll move to the
obnoxiously
third and
grapple
final
heavy.
round.
He's just pressing forward with his head down. Not really with his head down, but just trying to get in close, trying to minimize the distance and trying to get these clinch takedowns, because for whatever reason, even when you hold back to stop that takedown, it still lets it, like it's a body lock takedown, it still lets the body lock takedown work.
Round 3.
I ran across to cut him off. I'm trying to move, but the game was like not letting me perform any movement action.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there.
See, look, it'll let that takedown go down every time.
All right, so they're back on their feet.
What? That should have cut his head off.
He can't take many more of these, Joe.
Hell no, he can't. Punch him at the end of his shit.
Oh, and punishing the midsection.
Look at him. Look at his defense. Impeccable.
Good body shot. They are exchanging here, Mike. And good right hand counter.
I circle and jab. His overhand is beating my circle and jab. And he's just gonna try to run away.
He caught the leg.
Joe, that big kick absolutely dropped it.
Yeah, he kicked his legs out from under him there. Very effective technique.
Oh!
I'm not trying to, whatever transition is trying to make me do is not what I'm doing. I'm transitioning towards the feet to kick him off, but the game is not allowing me to kick him off. It's not going to allow me to transition towards kicking him off. He's going to just keep going for it. This game is silly. Like, the grappling is absolutely ruined between the franchise of games. They ruined the grappling in this game.
He's pressing down with his weight.
They ruined the grappling, man. The grappling is absolutely ruined in this version of the game. It's like the worst grappling in all of the franchise. It's ruined in this one. And I've seen people talk about this game and they regard the grappling as like the highest regard. The grappling was best in 10 or 9. The grappling in this one is absolutely ruined. It's the worst. Like, the grappling in this one is the worst experience in the whole game by far. And that's coming from someone who grappled exclusively on the previous 2 of this franchise. Previous to, all I did was grapple. Training cost $4,000. Was that cred? I guess that's cred. I guess your money is cred. It's all the same thing. So my fight cred was $8,000. My fight hype bonus was $12,000. I didn't get my win bonus. I didn't get an award bonus. My training cost was $4,000. So my total cred goes up by about 9,000 total cred from the fight. How much did I get my sponsor bonus? Man, like, I got those level 4 sponsors. I'm still confused as to why I'm only earning 80 and 50 and whatever else from my sponsors. That's crazy. That's so useless right now. That's so useless. Like 80 and 50 cred. What the hell are you going to use 80 or 50 individual points of cred for at any time? But I think this video has 2 fights in it, or this video should have 2 fights in it. I'm having a hard time keeping track of what fight I had in this video. Yeah, let's go ahead and schedule another fight since we had to go through that hell with that AI who should have been KO'd long before. Can you see the stats? Can you see the stats post-fight? That's what I want to know. Can you look at the stats of the last matchup? No, you can't. Let me see details. Maybe that'll show the stats. I want to see. Nope, they're not going to show the stats. They just show the fight card. I skipped it too fast. I wanted to see how much damage he was at because he should have been gone long before he was, and the game gave him everything he needed. And then every time I transitioned on the ground, it was doing some other shit. The way this game is set up, if you want to transition going up towards, you know, better position, you do transitions, half circles that go up. And if you want to do transitions to get off of the ground, you do transitions that go down. And Paulo Rubio, did I fight Paulo Rubio already? Jeez Louise, that's a mismatch. That's a mismatch too. And then it's Leonard Garcia, who I already fought. Why would I fight him again? He does give you a little bit more cred, but as you saw from the post-fight, the training cross takes away from your cred more than anything. And all I did was regular trainings. It's like I could have, I mean, if I'd have known that was the case, I could have just did. There's nothing you could have done. There's nothing I could have done differently. I'm going to fight Paulo Rubio just so I can get a quick knockout, get back in the winning circle. But yeah, there's nothing you could do differently. I just did training sessions. And they cost a lot of cred for whatever reason. They cost half as much cred as I got from fighting the fight, which is absolutely ludicrous. Like, how can you manage your cred if you're constantly, it's supposed to be push-pull, but it's more pull than push. This career mode, man, this career mode, I'm glad I'm experiencing it when I am, tell you that. Because if I had turned it on and tried to play this career mode when I first bought the game, or when the game was actually current, man, it'd have been in my shelf. I mean, it was on my shelf anyway. I barely played it because the grappling was so ruined. And like I said, I loved grappling in the first two, so them ruining the grappling just kind of fucked with everything. Learn. Let me see. Not having a weapon on that lead side is really becoming a problem, but the one I really want I can't get yet because I don't have enough camp cred. Judo Uchigara from... Nah, I definitely don't want that. That must be the GSP Blast Double. Oof! Submission reversal guillotine counter. Damn. Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm looking at the controls for that and I'm confused. I do not know how to do a submission reversal. I am confused. But yeah, it shows you there where you're coming out of your fight purse. I'm not doing anything right now. I don't need anything extra. The skill set I have is not the problem. It's just the game is the problem. The game holistically overall is the problem. That's the overarching problem. So my strength is kind of low. That's how you get your strength up. That also gets your takedown and your top grappling stat up. And also get your takedown defense and top grappling defense up too. That's crazy. That's a weird drill. But it does get your strength up kind of considerably. It seems like it gets your strength up more than anything else does, though. But that's if you gold it. Since we know that as if you gold it. I'm gonna try it. Let me read. I'm gonna read whatever it says to read. Perform takedowns and transition controls to flip the tire to the designated locations, correctly flipping the tire, then scoring to the correct scoring location to asset. A progress meter. Pro controls only are used for this drill. Perform takedowns?
Get that tire flipping. Go, go.
You sure as shit do perform a takedown. Are you
You're
serious
making it
right
look
now?
easy.
Am I making it look easy? Because it looks kind of hard.
Keep pushing.
All right. Okay, so I can only go...
Lift, explode. Lift,
I don't
explode.
fucking know what to
Keep
do.
pushing. Push, push. I want to see you flip that tire.
I don't know how to flip the tire.
Don't deadlift it. Nice work.
Oh, look, I flipped it. I did it.
Flip that tire.
All right.
Keep
And
it
I did it. Yay. All right, now I don't know how
Dig
to...
down. Keep it going.
Okay, so I have to shoot for a takedown every time I want to flip it.
I gotta
Or
say,
something.
that's some solid tire flipping.
I'm not doing a good job of it.
That's it. Muscle it over.
All right,
This
so
is
I'm on
going
the
to
other
make you
side.
more nicely done. You're definitely
baby.
improving.
I might be improving, but I'm not doing a good
10
job.
seconds left. Go. Don't get tired on. A bit sloppy.
I'm not quite.
On it.
That's horrible. It's a horrible drill, and you know you get exactly 30 seconds to try to figure out the controls. That's a horrible drill right there. That drill does not make a whole bunch of sense, but it was worth the try. I tried it. It actually got me more strength stat than if I would have just sparred to get the strength stat, and I didn't have to lose any cardio to do it. So I can't really complain because it kind of did what it was supposed to do. It gave me 70, which I was hoping for 69. I was in my head, I was thinking I was getting 69 regardless of what I was hoping for. I was hoping to get like 72, some shit like that, but I knew I was going to get 69, give or take. So it is what it is. I expected that. I expected that type of thing, but I definitely don't like that drill. I'll tell you that right now. I definitely do not like that drill. My standing stats are pretty much where they're going to be until I can get my training partner better. So my stand-up stats are pretty much going to be where they are. Cage control. This seems like a pretty useful one for everything, but right? My clinch grappling goes up. My takedown offense goes up. Clinch striking, but my defense stats don't go up, and that's really more so what I care about. But the footwork drill goes up. Then the defense drill is still there. I can still do that because that's defense to strikes. Let me see. What was the one I did a minute ago? Clinch bar drill. That looks pretty useful. Gives you cardio, gives you clinch striking, offense and defense, clinch grappling and takedowns. That's kind of cool. Is there something similar that's mutually beneficial? See, that's where you lose me. The ground and pound spar, you lose speed. And that's just not something I want to do. And the top spar or the top ground top spar seems to be the best bet because you gain top grappling defense, submission offense, clinch. That's just, if you're gonna grapple, that seems like that's the best way to go, especially if you're a striker and you're just trying to improve your grappling just so you can be defensive to people who are gonna try to lay on you like oh boy did and just spam for the fucking arm triangle choke. Like, he was going to go for it every which chance he got. There's a spam for it, and no transition I can do was going to get me free. None of that. So, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't care about taking the losses in this. It's all what it is, but it's just a matter of improving those skills to prevent that type of thing. And the AI just has so much more of an advantage when it comes to those statistics. So, they're already a leg up on you. Look, he's sitting there trying to fight back.
That hard work pays off.
Go ahead and come on. He did it again. Every time I get to top mount, he just tries to roll or reverse the top mount. Gotcha. Bang on this shit real quick. Hammer his fucking face in. See, it's easy to grapple from the top. Grappling from the bottom against the AI. See, they always give him that roll. That roll is basically free. EA Sports UFC 1 had something similar, but it was the reverse situation. Like if you were in guard, the guard person could roll to top mount pretty much free. So it was similar, but it was like the exact opposite scenario. You go from being in a neutral position like guard to being in sub mount. So it was like, fuck that. That transition was bad. That one was just annoying. But the other one was bad because you can reverse from guard to mount. That was just absolutely not what should be happening. And it was too easy. Too many characters had it. Like if you can somehow play UFC 1 with no patches, because I think they patched it out and put it in, like made it more exclusive to like jiu-jitsu players. But if you can play the unpatched version of UFC 1, like you got a PlayStation that's never been on the internet with the PS4, never been on the internet, pop that UFC 1 disc in, and then get in guard with anybody and roll to top mount. That shit was so useful. Soon as you took somebody down, your primary objective was to get from guard to half guard. As soon as you got on the ground, get from guard to half guard. And you couldn't just do it. You had to take them down, punch, then transition to half guard. So you always ran that risk of getting flipped to top mount. It was a mess. But I used to do something similar on Undisputed 10 with BJ Penn and Anderson Silva because they had the ability to rubber guard from guard. So if you took me down, I'd rubber guard. And then I'd rubber guard reverse to top mount, which makes sense because it's at least two transitions. But I used to do that shit all the time, especially on UFC 2000, on 2009. That's how I would beat most people on the ground. I would roll to rubber guard to top mount, and then hammer him as Anderson Silva. That was my go-to thing if you shot for a takedown on me. I can't skip any of this, so I'm sorry if that's, you know, one of them. That's one of them things I can't skip over, mate.
And when the action begins, our referee. Are you ready?
Dan Margliato, the Piranha. Lefty about to show the Piranha what he can eat on. Oh, damn it. I don't think that's why I'm not getting as much cred. I didn't customize my shorts. I mean, I didn't include my higher level.
That loss has really motivated him, and since that fight,
I didn't upgrade my higher level perks.
He may even look to lock in a submission tonight just to send a message.
Man, I ain't locking in shit to send no message.
Can't take many more of these, Joe.
I want them to think my submissions and my grappling is still bad. I want them to think that my whole career.
Push kick.
I'm gonna stab him in the gut with this kick. Oh yeah?
Both men scoring points here.
Oh, body shot.
Look at him. I move forward with a body kick and they shoot it straight down the middle. Collapse the distance.
And now he's answered.
Because his body's taking all types of damage. You don't have much of a choice. I love how that works every time. How he's slipping his head to the outside and throwing an outside hook. An outside lead hook, might I add, while I'm throwing a lead hook to the body after touching him with a straight. See? Works every time. To throw a rear hook as a straight punch comes, as a lead hook comes to the body.
But he recovered quick. Nice body shot and then hook combination.
Yeah, this game is this game has got some glaring wrongs.
He's back to his feet, but he's hurt.
Those are vicious.
Excellent combination.
Now he's just on the run.
And another left hand. Just about 1 minute remains in the first round.
Tap, tap, go.
Oh, nice hook and an uppercut afterwards.
Every time he throws that, if I throw a lead hook, that's always going to counter it, huh? I like how he missed and was able to block in the same frames that he missed.
Round one complete.
The game does some things for the AI that just
determined to keep this fight standing.
I'm pretty sure a user could do the same sort of things that the AI does, like the same sort of really like tomfoolery type things that go on. I'm sure a user could manufacture that scenario as well. But man, is it ever?
Here we go, round two.
It's magnified versus the AI, especially on the higher difficulties, because they'll do anything to not get hit.
Oh, they're just throwing. Oh, they're exchanging.
Even if it means breaking the context of the game itself.
Both guys banging on the inside, Mike.
See, I'm slipping back. He's hitting me with straights. And then he's going to stand at the range that I can't hit him from. And then every time I throw any strike, he's going to counter on the lead side.
1-6. It looks like lefty is cut.
I'm trying to throw jabs. His hooks are coming out first. Just a whole mess of stupidity. Look, I was at range to land the kick, but the kick just did not get high enough to hit him. And he did it. He took the chance again.
Joe, he set that up nicely and finishes with the head kick.
There's so many glaring things wrong with a lot of this game, and it's always exemplified. It's always like it's magnified and pushed right to the forefront when you play against the computer. Yeah, because he was at 100% head damage. That's why he stayed down for so long. Because he had been at the point where a normal player would have got knocked out. He was at 87%, my bad. He had been at the point that a normal player would have at least got rocked or knocked down, but he was able to mask it by taking only one shot every now and again, that type of scenario. Because the AI will manufacture the situation where their defense is 100%. Anything you do, they have a defensive counter, and it's already done before you've done the offensive action. It's like if you're thinking about throwing a jab, he's already slipped forward to make the jab miss. So you're 100% gonna throw that jab over his head. It's like sometimes that's just a little too manufactured. I'm gonna get that Tap Out sponsorship because that's a UFC official company, or a company that is officially partnered with the UFC at this point. And that's why I was missing out on so much cred. I mean, that was the last fight of this particular video, but you know, I get to end off with a bang, go dancers and plot test. What now? What? Regulation in your hometown, what this means for MMA. It's cool. I'm on the cover of the UFC magazine, but none of these headlines have anything to do with anything that I even remotely do, but whatever. I will take it. KO candidate of the year. I got another one. Every time I knock somebody out, I'm on the KO candidate of the year, especially that one. That one was vicious. I might not have talked about it exclusively when it happened, but that one was vicious. Because it should have happened one kick earlier. That's why I was so like dejected when it finally happened, because it should have been one kick earlier. Because I had the perfect scenario, the kick before, and I did it at the correct range to hit him with it, but my kick animation like flubbed up and didn't get high enough to hit him in the head. Like, that kind of like killed it when it happened. It was like less impactful. But until next time, it's been Bryant, Apex Gamer Channel. Hoping you've been enjoying the videos. I'm kind of ranting and going off on this game because this game is so dated, but this is still my favorite MMA game. But it still got some flaws, and I'm still gonna call out the flaws when I see them. And I'm gonna say I'm only can be real with you. I can only be real with the people who are listening. I can call out the flaws when I see them. That's it. I can only say what I see. It is what it is. Like, the game is old, I know that. But when I see these like glaring flaws that are making the experience lesser for me, I'm gonna acknowledge it as it's happening, you know, in real time. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not experiencing these like clear things that are driving me crazy. But that would be fitting, right? To put him in the boxing shorts, especially after what happened, you know. It would be only fitting to have him in the boxing shorts. Can you not select the color of your shorts from this screen? So you can auto assign your shit, but you can't select your trunk color. So you have to go to select trunks, generic. Do I have any trunks from any sponsor? No, I don't. Select trunks, generic, trunk color. It's only fitting. Oh man, people in the know what that's about. But it's all good. It's all good. You know, I had to switch it up. Oh man, that's the Conor McGregor a lot of people remember right now. They're not remembering him for good reasons, but you know. Until next time, it's been Bryant, the Apex Gamer Channel. Catch you on the next one. I forgot, you know. I'll see you on the next one, you know. Peace until then.